So the opinions and views expressed in this podcast are that of our own and the Future Bachelor podcast only, and not affiliated with any outside party or entity or anything like that. This fun podcast, though, may include some adult language.
Future Bachelor Podcast.
We are young.
Wow, what a good song.
So I set the world on fire. We should go brighter than the sun.
Yeah, guys, welcome to Future Bachelor. My name is Sai.
I'm Veronica.
And this is episode 60. Whoa!
I honestly, like, when I was writing up the outline and I had to title it episode 060.
I know.
Outline. I was like, excuse me?
Scoozy. We're closer to 100 than we are from starting.
Like,
That's official.
that's right. That's right.
That's right? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, cool. Nice.
Math for us has been hard here and there.
We did it, people. We made it to episode 60. I'm
We're
very
old
proud of us.
AF.
That's a lot of podcasts.
I know. And as we always say, that's not even including the ones in the vault.
Right. And
The
so,
vault.
being that we're old now, I wanted
Decrepit,
to,
nearly.
I wanted to start off with something that made us feel
We're
young.
retired.
Young again.
That's cute.
Something fun.
Was that your reasoning? You didn't even tell me.
Oh, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Now it is.
Now it is.
Yeah, you know.
That's a behind the curtain.
Yeah, right.
there.
Another win. How you doing, V? How's it going?
You know?
You know, anything fun been going on in your life?
Yeah. Quick shout out.
You wanted to say something about my hair.
Oh, I said your hair looks nice.
What? Oh my god. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, so no, Sai brought up that because of the YouTube stuff, we realized, which I guess is probably why I said your hair was
Speaking
nice.
of which, shout out to everybody out on YouTube. Shout out to everybody listening on some podcasts. I want to give a special shout out to the people that wake up in the morning, get a notification because they subscribed, and they're like, I'm putting this on right now
I
in the
have
shower
people
or on the way to
like,
work.
I'll have like C Money like texting us like in the
C-Money.
morning.
Give her a shout out.
Yeah, somebody texting us in the morning, and I'm like, damn.
I know. Sometimes
Like,
you guys be going in
I
conversations.
haven't listened to us yet.
Shout out to C Money. Yeah, no. So shout out to everybody listening right away. But what were you about to say about my wonderful hair or something?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was saying how because of the YouTube and everything, you realized, and then this is probably why I complimented your hair because I, noticed a difference.
Yeah.
Is that you've been wearing hats for like the past several weeks.
Well, I don't know. I got to start trying a little bit more on Wednesdays, I guess.
Yeah,
but
look at how nice I look.
You always look nice. I feel
Thank
like you
you.
care about what you look like on these things. But me, it's not that I don't care. I usually
also
try.
Like, okay, fun fact.
Yeah.
I scroll back through.
I know you do.
to make sure I don't.
I know you do.
rewear
I try to do that
to
because
make
like
sure I don't rewear this thing.
that's why I'm like
too
all right,
soon. Like
I only got 3 hats. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I do good at rotating them, I feel like. That's why black is like my color. I can just always wear black.
Yeah.
But anyways, when it comes to like dressing up and stuff, it's like I have to do the whole setup. By the time I'm done, I'm a little like
I mean, but I wear this all day.
I know. So do I. I'm just saying, like, I got to set up all this stuff when I get home from work, and I don't want to be all, like, fully dressed and, like, sweating.
Yeah,
and,
I did take off. I went home from work and I did take off my pants before coming here.
I know. You told me you put them back on in
Yeah.
a text. I was like, hey, I'm home. And you're like, all right, I'm putting on my pants. I'm like, weird flex.
That's such a girl. Any girl listening is like, oh, I feel this.
I mean, shoot. Usually my pants are off here, too. So, but it's my house. So,
Yeah, you have answered the door to me in literally your boxers.
that's
and
right.
I'm like,
I know. I'm like, yo,
Hey,
you came
what's up?
You came here. You knocked on my door.
This is my house. In my house. In this house.
What's weird here? I don't understand. Yeah. So, how was your last week? You do anything fun?
So my friends, Erin and Mackenzie, and then like Sierra and Margaret, they all graduated from Emory's public health grad program.
Give them air horn.
Yay!
Hey!
Awesome accomplishment.
Yes.
The Rollins School of Public Health. And so I celebrated with them on Monday for a bit, so that's why I was a little bit late to Tipsy Talks, which, as I said on Tipsy Talks, which you should all follow, Future Bachelor.
Right.
Check it out in the highlights, whatever. I hate the limo episode. We'll talk about that more later.
Yeah.
So I didn't even give a shit that I was late, but whatever. Plus, I caught up. Fuck everybody. I caught up right before coming here. Just typing this up. Whatever.
It's not like we can't just rewatch it the next day if we
I know.
need to.
So any hoozles. And then on this past Friday, there was this dance. So like I danced with Vixen Workout here in Atlanta, and they did a collaboration with this like known fitness dance instructor, Tansy. She like has like the turn up squad. She does like this whole like very much so like high intensity like poppy dance move stuff. And so I danced for 2 hours straight on Friday after like working out twice the day prior.
Right.
So my legs are shot, right? And then I met up with you guys out.
Yeah. That was a fun night.
It was fun time. And we ended up at MJQ, a dancing, like an underground dancing bar here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I danced my ass off there. Honestly, I think that helped like release the lactic acid and stuff. And I think honestly, like in my legs and my muscles and stuff, because then I wasn't really even sore the next day. I was like,
you just got to keep working on it.
Like, I'm like,
just keep dancing.
I think it like stretched my legs out by doing that. So I was like,
that was a really
weird.
fun night. And also, I've been to MJQ so many times.
But I've never gone into that back.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, dude, we discovered a new room in that place.
Because I've been to like what I consider the back room.
Yeah.
And then like we went to the back where there's a live band.
Yeah, I never even knew there was like, bands playing there and stuff.
What?
Honestly, though, I just saw it today. I never knew where MJQ was because it's in the dark and you just like show up there when you're kind of drunk.
So
but it's like right there.
No, like we're right. I mean, like I've walked to it.
I walked past it the other day. It was crazy
like
from the gym.
Like walked home from it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. It's that close. So, yeah, that was a fun night. And then we ended up coming back here late night, just like cooking up like gas station pizzas.
Gas station pizzas.
Burritos. Put on Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
I think I passed out before you even left.
Yeah, you did.
So, I got a little
I gave you a little
tuck in.
A little tuck in, a little peck on the
little
head.
brown burrito.
Yeah. Yeah, like you were like chowing down on that burrito from the gas station, and I was like, I want some, and you just gave me like your little
and
egg.
you ate it. You were like, oh, all right, whatever. I was surprised you ate. I was like, you want this? You're like, yeah. I was like, all right. Here we go.
Come on, it's me.
I mean, dude, I ate so much. Like, that's my little secret, though, is going there late night at the gas station because they have frozen pizzas.
The frozen pizza, that's how you got your burn on your arm, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That also is like, don't do it that late at night. Two things. You might burn yourself or you leave the pizza there and pass out.
Was it you or somebody else? Or I think it might have been John who's like, oh, we ate so much. I'm like, I only ate like maybe 3 pieces of pizza. I didn't eat that much.
I definitely ate that much. And there was still pizza left over the next morning. So
because we were cooking up all the pizza. I was like, I don't want to eat pizza because you kept yelling and you're all like, guys, where's the pizza? I'm like, you only have so much space in this fucking oven, bro.
I know. If anyone that knows me knows that pizza is life.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, want this podcast to be over so I can go get my pizza.
some savage pizza. I honestly haven't had. I might have to do it.
Pizza is life.
Good.
And then after that weekend, you ended up going out some more or something.
Yeah, I saw Paul again.
Yeah.
You guessed it.
Victory. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm doing, you guessed it, playing ping pong.
That guy loves Victory. It's this place that I used to love, but now my best friend goes there all the time.
I know.
And now
I love it's my favorite place.
Out of principle, I'm like, I can only go there once a month.
Yeah, I love it. And it's actually funny because like the bartenders, like, 'cause I've been there plenty, and like the bartenders didn't card me, but they carded Morgan.
Yeah.
And like she was like, why the heck did they card me? And like the bartender was like, oh well, I know Veronica's face, so
yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Well, I couldn't meet up with y'all while you're having fun because
you were making music.
I was making music. You know, my mom has always wanted to have like a song written about her. Like growing up, I've written songs for girlfriends and stuff. It was just like, especially when I didn't have money, it was like the only thing
that was a perfect gift. Also, like, yes, swoon.
Yeah, exactly. It was all I had. So my mom didn't know that about me, but it was like, hey, mom, I didn't have money for gifts. I had to make these songs for like, you know, to show that I cared. And so ever since, my mom would always be like, you write songs for all these girls, you won't write a song for me and stuff. Like, she's like making
all these biddies.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, mom, like, all right, first of all, writing a song is hard.
Yeah.
But writing a song about your mom,
like, and you want it to be good.
Hard.
It's like, yeah, the bar is like, you can't even reach it. Like, the bar is so high.
Think about any of the popular mama songs that you like know. Like, you know, like there's like Tupac's Dear Mama, like there's a couple other ones that
I'm
you're just
trying
like
to think of all of them.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's hard because like, I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want to copy someone's mom idea, but there's only so many different ways you can spin the mom concept. And to me, I just
Stressful.
like, I needed to sit down on Saturday all day and just like, I just
Crank.
thought about, you know, I wanted to make a song that not only was like my mom was gonna like love, but like a song that I'm like proud of, that I want to show people,
Yeah.
like enough that I would put it on like an album. Like,
Yeah.
you know, be like, this is a good song. I like that.
Yeah, you don't want to just like, you know,
Make
just
it a
like,
corny
make
mom
it-
song.
Yeah,
But then it became like this like song. So if anyone's heard it already, go, and you hadn't, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, YouTube. Just search Shashi. The song is called "Mama, You Deserve a Song."
cute,
Bro, is it pretty good, right?
very cute.
And I was like, yo, let me think about this concept. And I just kept thinking, and nothing was coming to me. And
And
I
then
just,
you're like, I'm just trying to write a fucking song.
I know, I'm like, yo, mom, like, you deserve a song about you. Like, but like, and I'm like, wait a second. Like, that's the concept. My mom deserves a song. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And so I just made it really simple. I try not to overthink it. And I came up with it and literally did the video and stuff too. Like right here where we're
like,
sitting.
yeah, you did like a
Above shot.
Yeah, above shot. That was
Which
fun.
was, yeah, it's kind of crazy because.
I was about to say, how did you set that up?
I mean, you look at the room you're in right
Yeah,
now. This is
I know.
constantly I call this a working room, because it's not only my office, but it's also my home. But
Studio,
yeah.
crash pad.
but essentially, I had to flip that desk over, and then I had to like duct tape my tripod like over me, and then lie down and set up like the whole
I was about
scene.
to say, I'm like, I don't think you have like a tripod that's like,
No, I'm gonna get one now though. Like I just couldn't get it. I was gonna order it, but it wasn't
you
gonna come in
know,
on time. But I
yeah.
had the idea in my head. All these things like came together. But listen to the song because like it means a lot to me. It's for any mom out there. But really it's for dedicated to my mom.
Yeah.
And now I got like I don't have to write her a song anymore.
There you go.
And she won't be bugging
Cha-ching.
me for it. So yeah, I love you, Mom. I hope you had a happy Mother's Day, and I hope you enjoy the song that you can play over and over and
Yeah.
over again, and show to all your friends. And
Yeah.
if you guys don't know, those are the lyrics to the chorus. So, all right,
That was cute.
That's all I pretty much did.
Why don't we
for the
get
rest of the
into
weekend.
some-
What do we got to get into? Maybe some quick hits.
yeah.
What do we got for some quick hits, B?
You-
Well.
Okay, whoa. Anywho,
Anywho, sorry, I'm like feeling a little slap happy. Do you know what that is?
you're such a hoe.
Anywho.
Anywho, so Halsey, our girl,
Yep.
she's coming out with a new song
Oh.
this tomorrow. For those listening on Thursday, tomorrow she'll be coming out with a new song. So Friday,
It's crazy that like
called
all these artists are just
Nightmare.
like back to back to back.
like
It's like Taylor, Jonas,
yeah.
Ed. Charlie Puth's coming. I know it. Love.
Well, it's like summer.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning of summer. So
Everyone
like this
wants
is
a
like
summer
they want
song.
some summer songs, singles. Like summer is like the time for singles.
Right.
And I'm interested because like I think it's called Nightmare. I think like the concept's kind of dark, so it's
Mm-hmm.
an interesting take. I'm just interested because like she hasn't released a song since Without Me back in October, and I've been
Well, she
anybody
released
who
that song
follows-
with Youngblood.
yeah, but that's Youngblood's song technically, I would say. I mean, like a single by herself.
Okay.
But like, I've been listening to Without Me since October. Like, it made it into my top songs of 2018, even though like it was released.
Oh,
like,
so you're a king of wishful thinking.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it is though.
Yeah, I know. I know it was.
It is.
And you can also see that cover of mine on YouTube.
Yeah, I was just thinking about when I was driving because I heard Without Me, both the like original version and the remix with
2 Chainz.
No, it's with Juice WRLD. He's always sad.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like
okay.
that rapper that's always sad.
Yeah. Emo rap.
They played it twice on the radio on my way home, and I thought about your can't find my mouse.
That's good.
Thought about your thing. So yeah. But
yeah,
speaking
well,
of,
I'm sure that's gonna hopefully be a poppy song. For
we'll
the
see.
Summer. We'll see.
We'll see. Speaking of Friday with
Mm-hmm.
music and things, Old Town Road's music video will be dropping.
Yeah. I did notice that Ed Sheeran's video is going to be dropping too, and it looks like Justin Bieber's wearing like a cowboy outfit like Homeboy wears and stuff. I hate that.
Like, come on.
Let him have his moment.
That's the whole point.
I know. So if they drop their video tomorrow
If they
too,
do like
it's
Justin
gonna be
Bieber, damn it.
I know. I
Fucking
don't know. He
hell.
does like real cringy things.
Take my horse.
But that video should be good because it looked like they had somebody else hopped on it too.
Yeah,
at the
there's
last
like
second.
there's like
Diplo or something.
I think so. I don't know, probably. Well, because Diplo, they have a remix of that song with Diplo, so I'm
Okay.
sure he's probably gonna be in
Yeah.
there.
And
Diplo is like so
it'll
scary.
be. I think it's gonna be pretty epic. Like he's been talking about a Young Thug remix of it too, and
Yeah, he's gonna like release an album that's like all remixed.
just remixes. Hey, I've seen
Hey,
it
maybe
before.
fuck it. Like I'm here for it.
So what else we got in the news and music?
So, Demi Lovato is like back on the scene, posting some thirst traps on Instagram, which
Okay.
I'm here for.
Yep.
And she now has a new manager. She's going to be managed under Scooter Braun. So I guess we'll be expecting some music.
She's in the house with Justin Bieber.
Yeah, so we should be expecting
and Ariana
some.
Grande.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this guy is like
He's,
literally
like,
got all the biggest artists. He must be
didn't he-
making so much money.
So much money. Didn't he like start with Justin Bieber?
Yeah, he discovered him.
Him and Usher discovered Justin Bieber.
Well, I'm pretty sure Usher didn't find him. I'm sure Scooter Braun was like the one who found him and then brought
Usher
him
like
to Usher.
mentored him.
Yeah, it was like
Here, this is how you dance, little white boy.
Well, yeah, it was like
and he was like, babe.
you don't see Usher and Justin together anymore.
No, because
Isn't it? They've really distanced themselves. Like that was Little Homie.
also like, where is Usher?
Hold on a second. What happened? How come Usher's not
Where
in
in
the
the
picture?
world is Usher?
You know, I mean, he's around.
Like the
I know.
Carmen Sandiego hat.
He's closer to us than Justin is, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
he's in
Peace
Atlanta.
Up. A-Town down.
But it's just weird. Like I think it must be like all that herpes talk they keep talking about. And everything.
Yeah.
So
What? I forgot about that.
yeah, but so Scooter Braun making more money. That's dope.
Good for him.
Talking about more music. Jonas Brothers to perform on the premiere of All That.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't even know they were doing an All That reboot, but they are.
Yeah, they are, and it's cool because they're like
Actually, we talked about it on this podcast.
I think we did. I think you need to listen to a podcast. I got a good one for you. Jonas Brothers premiering on All That. No, because they're gonna be mixing like a new cast of people with like the old cast.
Yeah, with like
which
Kenan
is
Kel.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, not just Kenan Kel, but like
yeah.
Danny Masterson, I think is
Yeah.
on there. There's like a whole bunch of other
I loved
people.
All That.
Yeah, there was
Didn't
like
you? I'm sure because you love SNL, so it would make sense that you liked All That.
yeah. I mean, I was there for the first episode of All That. That shit was crazy.
Oh.
I mean, it was on Snick. It was
We've
like
got an OG.
yeah, OG. I mean, I was before Amanda Bynes and all that.
Oof,
you know.
I love Amanda
Before
Bynes.
Danny Masterson was on All That.
Yeah, wow.
He was
Wow.
on Pete and Pete though. I was watching that.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we're going down. That's how old I am. But I watched Kenan Kel start his career, and I'm seeing him like now like be on Saturday Night Live and start a new sitcom and be on All That. And it looks like they're gonna reboot Kenan Kel. So wow, he's having
good for them. Good for them. Honestly, truly.
Dude, Kenan Thompson is the man. Dude, I was
He's
just watching
great.
Saturday Night Live.
I watched it this past weekend
Well,
too.
no, the last one with Adam Sandler. Which
I watched
was
part of
crazy.
that one.
Dude, that was so.
I need to
funny.
finish watching that one.
But
I obviously watched the
Kenan
Jonas Brothers
Thompson
one.
is so funny. He's the funniest part of that show.
And he's like one of the vets now, like of that cast.
Yeah,
Like
it's kind of crazy. I want to know how like he's got to be the longest running cast member. But then there's other
Like,
cast
right,
members
like-
on there that have been on the show for a while, like Kate McKinnon and. Most of the female casts are just like that. They're like, if it wasn't for Keenan and the female cast, that show would suck. But there's some like up and comers that are like starting to like.
I
pique
mean,
my interest.
Pete's fun.
Pete's
I
not
mean,
even barely in it. Like that's the crazy
He'll
part.
hop onto like Weekend Update and shit.
Yeah, that
In
like
the
they'll throw him
monologues.
randomly in skits. And
Like
stuff.
he's just like, yeah, okay.
Oh,
I'm-
actually, the Adam Sandler one. He started the
Yeah.
show off with the like "I got fired"
yeah,
song,
and
and he
they're
started
like-
saying, "He's like, no, Pete, you didn't get fired." He's like, "What? How is that even possible?"
I died. I was like,
That was good. That was good. And he did a pretty funny impression of like
good.
what is the character that Adam Sandler does where he's like the son of the devil or something.
Oh yeah.
Or it's like Little Dicky or something like
Something
that.
like that.
But yeah, anyways, so Justin Timberlake and Missy Elliott both get an honorary doctorate from Berkeley.
Yeah.
You could tell that I didn't because I could barely get through that sentence. I'm the worst reader, I swear. So tell us about it, B.
I guess I didn't know that my podcast co-host is illiterate. But
I mean, that's why you write these outlines. I don't know. I'm just like,
you're
yeah,
like, what
no.
are words? But yeah, so
That's
like,
why I'm the numbers guy. I'm like, episode 60. Future
but you don't even know.
I keep track of that. Past the hundreds, I might be fucked, but
You're like, oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, so they got their like doctorates. The Berkeley, they gave them doctorates in music and things because of like their contributions
for sure.
to music, and it was really cute. Like, there's cute pictures of them like in their cap and gowns and stuff. Like JT and like Missy Elliott being like,
That's awesome.
It's so cute to me. Like that. Like sometimes like when these celebrities get like honorary degrees and stuff.
Yeah,
from
what does that
places,
mean,
I'm like,
though?
I'm like, bleh. Like it's more like I don't
Can
know.
they be like, I have a degree in this?
Yeah, but like for them, I feel like this one actually makes more sense because
sure.
it's like they've
They do
contributed
contribute.
to like, and they've like done different
Like
things.
Missy Elliott's songs are still good. Like all her old songs. are
Well,
still
like, and her shit's so creative, like the flip it and reverse it, and she literally says it in reverse.
It's your papa nippa swing, yeah.
Like-
It's your papa nippa swing, yeah.
like That's
You know what that means?
does
You know what? You know
that?
what it is backwards?
what.
It's just I think it's just flip that.
That's what that's what I thought. That's what I said. I was like, is it something different?
Back in the day, you couldn't Google that type of stuff. You just had to like
You just
really
had to be
reverse it.
like, you're like, shmir, shmir. You're like, you're
rest
trying
of
to
it.
sing along, just saying like Yiddish.
Yeah.
But
Anyways,
anyways.
what do you have against the Yiddish?
I have nothing.
I'm just joking.
I have nothing. Yiddish is a language that Jewish people. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Anyways, so we started this.
You're an idiot.
We started this with "We Are Young," which is a song by Fun featuring Janelle Monae. We didn't even get to the parts with Janelle Monae.
I didn't even know she was on that song. To be honest,
I always forget.
Is
Honestly,
she sing something on there?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But
Hold a second. Wait a second. I heard she's dating someone. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Who could it be? Who the heck? The beautiful Janelle Monae. Who is it?
Lupita Nyong'o.
Whoa!
Okay, so I felt super behind on this because so Janelle Monae was dating Tessa Thompson up until I guess a couple weeks ago.
Is that
Or,
like a confirmed thing?
Oh yeah, her and Tessa Thompson were dating.
Okay.
But then the Met Gala, they weren't so her and Lupita Nyong'o kind of made their debut at the Met Gala. They're all cutesy, cuddly, kissing on each other.
So Tessa Thompson is the one from Avengers.
Avengers, yeah, she's
The new
Valkyrie.
Men in Black.
And the new Men in Black, yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, those are
all these beautiful women.
Two beautiful. Oh, I just spit on my mic. Two beautiful black actresses in blockbuster movies right now. Janelle Monae. Janelle Monae is killing it. First of all, and people love her.
I love her music.
Yeah,
dude.
and so she's probably. I didn't know all these women were lesbians. That's kind of crazy.
It's all a spectrum, dude. They all kind of swing multiple ways.
Okay. I get it. That's cool. 2019, episode 60. Cool. Let's see. That's good. Good for them. I mean, how is that? Where was that confirmed?
The Met Gala.
Oh, they were holding hands.
Yeah, they're all cutesy on each other. There's a lot of cute pics.
And
I was like, oh shit, I'm so behind. And my group text was like, V, get it together. I was like, God damn it.
all right, what do we got next?
So I don't really care about Game of Thrones, but
no, we gotta talk a little bit about it. Have you heard anything about how bad this last episode was?
Okay, this is my.
Oh, that was another funny joke that Kenan Thompson threw in randomly at Saturday Night Live the other. He's like, what do you say? He was like, oh, I couldn't see. Oh, he's like, sorry, I couldn't see. I couldn't see Game of Thrones. He's like, why? He's like, because it's
so
dark.
And you know what's bad when it's so dark you can't even see the white people. Yes.
Dude.
Okay, so I culturally know about Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
So as someone who doesn't really watch it, I know, they're not going off of any books anymore.
Yeah.
It's just the writers.
Right.
And what has been said by all my friends who watch it is that the writers are off their shit this season. They're not. First of all, all my friends are like, they're not writing women well. All these women are they're just not giving them any credit.
Right.
And then, but yeah, I heard that last episode pretty much had the biggest twist, and everyone's so upset. Everyone's pissed about it.
Well, also because I don't know, it's just been a rough season.
And
it's been so
Sunday's the
highly
last
anticipated
one.
and so much time before. It's like it started off promising, and then that war, and it was dark,
Yeah.
and then the coffee cup, then it was
Yeah.
all these little things that you're like, what's going
It's
on
just
here?
sloppy is
yeah,
what
just
I've been
thrown
hearing.
at the wall. And then after the war one, where you're like, all right, I guess that was good. And then Arya, the girl, actress that plays Arya, she's like, oh, if you thought that was good, wait till episode 5. And then we see episode 5, and it's just they just are literally ending storylines terribly.
Yeah, they're not everyone that I've been, I see all the tweets. So I generally know.
Spoiler alert.
I see all the tweets, and it's everyone's okay, so they're just getting rid of everybody's character arc is they're just going.
Yeah, they're just killing them.
It's just it's just that's so lazy to me. Especially for a show that's so well known for being so incredible at purveying such storytelling.
That's what I tell everybody. I'm like, the story writing is incredible here, and it's
so
just
obviously
all
when these writers are left to their own devices and don't have a book to go off of, they're fucked.
Well, also no, because I think it was like that last season. It was a couple seasons they've been writing, and I just think it's more. I don't think it's them. I think it's more us. I think we're the problem because we don't care. You know what I'm saying? We're still watching it. We're still going to watch next week's. And they got us for the whole show.
Well, yeah,
and then
because
we're
there's
gonna
only one episode left. Yeah.
Right. And then we're going to watch the spinoffs. So they don't
or
care.
People will buy the book when he actually
they're like, you want a real one?
The book, like I'm sure, who knows if that will ever happen.
Yeah, his ending's gonna kill it now. But like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's our fault. Yeah. But for putting up with and watching
and
it.
like they're doing all this stupid. I mean, like Ed Sheeran did a cameo like a season ago or something.
Yeah,
and like they're just like throwing like random shit in, like Aaron Rodgers. They threw in Aaron Rodgers on this past episode.
Yeah, they did a couple
football
people.
player. Yeah. He is a quarterback for Green Bay Packers, the team that I hate. And I hate Aaron Rodgers. And for our Bachelor fans, estranged brother of Jordan Rodgers, who is engaged to JoJo.
Wow, good connection there.
There you go. Ba-bam.
I think they're just doing this type of stuff. First of all, do you think that Starbucks thing was done on purpose, or
I don't think so.
Do you think it was an accident for real?
I think it was an accident.
How the hell did they keep a coffee cup in that shit?
How do you get?
I just think it was like a marketing ploy for Starbucks. It's genius if you think about it.
I don't know, but like so many brands, like my friends work for ad agencies and different things like that, and they definitely hopped on it. Like they have some, like they work with Chinette or different things like that, and a lot of different things hopped on it and photoshopped in like their beer or their cups or like whatever, and like use that tweet, like good commercial, like lots of good quality stuff from other brands. But I mean, speaking
of like, did you see Natty Light is looking for a summer intern?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like threw my name at that. First of all, what is the abbreviations of summer intern?
Summer intern?
Mm-hmm.
Of summer.
Take the first letter of each word and put them together.
Sigh.
That's me. I'm the summer intern. Sigh.
Kill me,
dude. They pay $40 an hour to just drink beer and go around talking
Natty
about it.
Is like not even beer though, dude.
I don't care. I love light beer. I grew up on that stuff. That and Keystone Light.
I used to drink Natty Light to rehydrate at frat parties.
Yeah, I mean whatever. I just think it'd be dope. It'd be really dope. But yeah, so if you want to be the summer intern, if you got what it takes to host and do all these different things for them, they're definitely looking for you. And $40 an hour, it's way more than I make.
Amen, brother.
So, so Game of Thrones, I don't know how that ending's going to be.
I don't know.
They already are predicting it's just going to be a throwaway.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
But anyways, speaking of TV, a show that I didn't know was even still being aired, like not just reruns, Arthur, the Aardvark children's show on PBS,
yes,
started its 22nd season with a gay wedding.
Wow.
Woo, 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 woo. So Mr. Rapper and one of the teachers got married to a man. Which like technically like they're all animals, but like a male animal.
This is out of control.
Two male animals got married. So like if all these like moms or parents or whatever
was
getting
there any
offended,
backlash?
Yeah, like people were like getting offended, which I'm like, whoa, like first of all, like that happens every day and there's not a problem. And also like this isn't a real show. Like these aren't people.
Have you never seen a female dog hump another female dog before? Or a male dog hump another male dog before? It happens. It's nature. It's the episode 60. Get over it.
It's so like in our old age now of episodes, it's like it's always that saying. It's like once you get to a certain age, you just don't care anymore.
Right, we're like senile.
Fuck it, we don't even care.
I'm senile.
Oh my God. And I'm venile.
You're venile. Oh my God.
No.
All right, so
oh no, guys, we're sober like this.
Yeah, I know. This is not even a White Claw episode. What is going on? But yeah, so that's crazy. So I watched Arthur growing up. That was one of my favorite shows.
It's a wonderful.
Yeah. I always
the library card episode. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. Maybe you didn't watch that one because you don't know how to read.
No, I don't remember him like that, but I do remember the little sister was my favorite.
DW is my bitch, man.
DW. Also, it's funny because like the Arthur meme is so funny. Like, why would they take this? Where does that come from? Who took that, and why does that go viral? I have no idea. But
enough for where Chance the Rapper used it as like that geometric form for his like those singles that he put out last summer. Do you remember?
He used the Arthur arm. Crazy. Yeah,
everything connects.
That's crazy. Speaking of more TV, do we have more TV talk? Oh, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
No, and then we have a lot of TV talk here. We have Rick and Morty coming back for their 4th and final season, right? and
Yeah.
they're talking about giving a whole episode to Kanye West.
Well,
Just because he's a huge,
'cause
long-time
he's such
fan.
a creative guy.
Yeah, and also Constant Wu gets backlash over upset tweets after Fresh Off the Boats gets. I can barely.
You can't
I
even-
almost made it through
Okay,
it.
so Constance Wu, better known now for like her starring role in
Crazy Rich Asians. Yep.
Great movie.
Yep.
She, first started out in Fresh Off the Boat as like the mom character and one of the main characters, and so they got renewed for a 6th season. Like she kind of went on like a social media rampage where she like tweeted being like, "Oh, I'm so upset. Fuck this. Blah blah blah." And,
That
like,
she was renewed.
yeah.
Why?
So because she came out saying like, "Hey, like I definitely handled this incorrectly on social media, but like I'm really like I love this show and whatever, but like this is like an easy, safe character for me, and I had to turn down a really big, different project that was gonna help, make me like go into something different than what I've been stuck in for so long, and that's why I'm upset." Which like so people are comparing it to Katherine Heigl because Katherine Heigl did like kind of a similar thing after with Grey's
she became
Anatomy.
bigger than the show?
Well, like when she was like said like sort of same things when like she had to keep staying on like Grey's Anatomy or like different things.
Or
with,
like George
different-
Clooney
with
leaving
different-
ER.
with like different movies that she was in. Like she was in Knocked Up, wasn't that her?
Yeah.
And so like she
That
said
was like her breakout role.
yeah, she said similar things where she's like, "Oh well, it's like whatever roles." Like so, kind of like people are comparing them, but it's just like
That's the thing. That's the when you start becoming unappreciative of what you have, and you think you're bigger than the opportunities that got you there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get that, but with Katherine Heigl, I get it. You don't want to play like the stupid pretty girl in every movie.
yeah, or like the like one that can't find love, like whatever, like or the uptight one that can't find love kind
Then
of situation.
don't. But don't get upset when you go and try some like new stuff and like and it doesn't work out for you. And people are like,
I guess like for Constance Wu, she was just more like, like I love this show, but
that's bullshit. That's so selfish because there's other people on that show.
yeah, I mean,
And
yeah.
other people that work on that show that work hard so it's successful. So they are more and more seasons.
yeah,
Terrible. Like that's not cool.
yeah.
And
It's like I guess I can see both sides because I'm like, I
oh,
could,
for sure. But that's
like,
definitely not the way to handle it.
yeah, no, she didn't handle it like she needed to definitely.
I mean, they replace moms on shows on bigger shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
you're not
Oh, for sure.
replaceable. So be grateful
For
and humble.
sure.
And lastly, for quick hits, and we're only kind of going because we don't really have a main topic. This was the premiere week for Bachelorette, so we're gonna.
We
want to
get more into that.
But I just want to kind of mention it. We've got like a you heard it here first moment.
Hey.
Spotify is looking to launch like a artist stories thing, like similar to IG and Facebook, or
called
lets you do.
Storyline.
Yeah, so artists that are on there, you'll be able to see, and which is very smart. Like, why would you want to go to another app? Like, it's almost crazy. Like these apps are forming into the same one.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Spotify already has like the widget within it where you can like share directly to.
But I mean, like, at what point does like social media, music,
all
and
is
streaming
one.
all come in one? Where like it's Netflix is owned by
practically is.
Spotify and Facebook.
yeah,
It's
like,
all like
you can already get like a Spotify Hulu package. Like things are all like already.
And, well,
starting
now Hulu is completely ran by Disney, so like Disney is like completely
Disney
controlling
has
that.
everything.
I'm pretty sure like Hulu is going to be inside of the Disney Plus.
I think it is.
It's
Yeah.
probably going to be like you won't have a
Won't.
separate app, which is insane.
Yeah.
Which means that like Apple's going to buy like Netflix or something. Or Netflix is going to buy Apple or something. So that's like crazy big
crazy.
war. But so they're just keep out for that. I like to mention these streaming changes and updates
Stuff
because
that are already
it's
like
my world.
It's
and-
our world.
yeah.
You guys are consuming us on those kinds of platforms.
Right.
So like,
and it's my job.
yeah.
And so what was your yikes moment of the week?
I didn't even want to.
Is this a little bit more than a yikes moment?
This is more than a yikes moment. This is just like,
It's like a
this
holy
is
shit. What made you go holy shit
This
week?
this is like for the past like however many weeks.
Right.
This is like our little bit of like real life news because I just think it's too important not to bring up. But
Well, I definitely think it should be brought up because it should,
Yeah.
and I've seen a lot of conversation around it in the last couple weeks.
yeah.
So introduce it.
So abortion laws.
Whoa, weird way to start.
We're going right
I'll
in.
go right there. Okay.
So several states have been, trying to put to law, like they're not totally in law yet, but different things like heartbeat law. So here in Georgia, they just passed it. It could be, put to different courts and stuff to be, because it's unconstitutional. But so what these heartbeat laws, like here in Mississippi and Ohio, these are saying that like you can usually detect a heartbeat around 6 weeks into a pregnancy, which like for most women, or I guess people, I like want to be more inclusive, people who can get pregnant, so anybody who can get pregnant, you might not notice that you are even pregnant that early on. Like for many people, like that's like maybe a couple weeks of a missed period. And I know me personally, like I mean,
it's a month and a half. You get your period every month. So it's like that could definitely be like something you wouldn't know right away.
Yeah. And especially like if you like are maybe a little more irregular, some people go longer amounts of time. Like mine isn't like the same time every single month. It's like I might go like 40-ish days between or longer. I've gone like 3 months when I've been really stressed out. So like I wouldn't know. Like I wouldn't know. So like that's one thing. And then Alabama said, hold my beer, and decided
in those 3 months, you didn't think you were pregnant?
No.
Huh.
I mean, no.
You weren't scared at all?
Let
me just check.
I mean, yeah.
After month 2.
I mean, like, there's time, like, I've definitely, like, you know, most girls I know maybe have, like, you know, gotten a pregnancy test just because they're freaking out, but they're like, this doesn't, like, lining up, like, everything, like, this doesn't make sense, blah, blah, blah. Like, for me, I was like, there's no way. Like, with everything, like, there's just not, there's not a way. But, anywho, Alabama said, hold my beer. We're going to outlaw all abortions. At any time, you're a felon if you get one. Doesn't even matter if you were raped. Doesn't even matter if it's incest or, like, abuse or anything like that.
Ever? Like, at all? Like, no time?
No.
Wow.
Like, all of, like, that's what
Can you just go to another state and get it done, though?
You can try, like, that's the thing. So, like, yes, but, like, that's a lot of travel. That's a lot of money. So this is what it comes down to. Like, people who could be searching abortions for whatever reason that they might be needing it, because, like, a lot of them probably, you know, a lot of people get abortions because they're like, I'm not, you know, fit to be a mother at this, or you know, a parent at this point because of.
How does it go backwards, though? How is it legal and now it's illegal?
That's the question, bud.
Like, how is that conversation? Like, how do you, like, all right, we agree. It's legal.
Like, so the governor in Alabama signed it. It's going to go to, like, different people to, like, keep, you know.
It's not going to make it.
So that's the thing. Like, all these people are like, okay, so, like, these won't make it. But I said it before this is, like, and I've said it in group text with my friends, like, this is, like, the worst long game ever. Like, the whole point of this is that they're doing all these states are doing all these different things. Because, like, federally, Roe v. Wade has said that, like, you know, like, abortion's legal, abortion's a thing we can do. Mm-hmm. But all these states are trying to do these different little things that then will, like, in, you know, for the people who are trying to push these things, they hope that it'll be escalated up to the Supreme Court and eventually overturn Roe v. Wade. So, like, that's why.
But why would the Supreme Court do that?
Well, when you've got new people on the Supreme Court that, like, that's their goal, Brett Kavanaugh. That's the problem, is that we have.
Why would Brett Kavanaugh want, like, no abortions? You would think he would definitely be for abortions.
You know, that's what it comes down to. And it's like, it becomes like such a crazy concept that these folks who, you know, consider themselves pro-life, like, that's the stance that they stand behind, that when, you know, that they're the folks that tend to be the ones that want to abolish abortion. But, like, I don't know what lives they're encompassing in that, because so many women, like, just because you outlaw abortion doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. And when you outlaw safe, you know, procedural abortions that can get done by, you know, professionals.
That's how I feel about drugs.
People are going to go seek, especially, like, so think about, like, let's even get to the most basic example, weed. Like, that was outlawed because of race and different things like that, whatever. Like, it becomes more dangerous. Weed now is, like, you know, can be laced with different things that make it more dangerous, whatever. And people are still going to buy it and do things, and, like, things could be worse, because then it leads them down to other drugs, where if, like, weed was legal and, like, used for its purposes that are helpful to people and regulated, like, we probably wouldn't have half these problems. Just same with, like, alcohol.
It's just like, I mean, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, alcohol in general, or cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like, how is that legal, but weed isn't? Like, you know.
Yeah.
So to me, the craziest part of all this stuff is, like, the common sense of it. Like,
Well,
it's like,
it's
how
not
does anyone even care, like, what you do with your own body?
Yeah,
I
like,
just don't understand.
like, it
Like, what does
doesn't-
that matter to you?
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not. Yeah. So it's like, it comes down to, like, making choices for people taking away rights from people to be able to make those choices about their body. Like, and it's not, it's not like people are out here. It's like not like people just go like, I'm going to have an abortion. Like, it's not like a cool, quick decision that people make. Like, it's not like a.
Yeah, they're acting like we go out on the weekends and get an abortion on like Wednesday or something. They say we. But like, no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they're making it seem like. It's like, if anyone's ever had to go through that, it's usually something that like happens once and you never want to do again. Like,
it's like, it's, and it comes down to like, I saw this thing that people have been sharing because of this, like different like celebrities and whatever. It's like, shout your abortion or like, me is like the hashtags with it. And it's like a lot of these people are like, having my abortion when I was 18 or 24 or whatever helped, me become the person I am today, who now is a mother to people or like whatever.
It's
like
weird though. We're getting to like a weird time where it's like you're borderline on the line of like being proud of having an abortion.
It's not like being proud. It's like being all like this, like
that's the scary part.
1 in 4. Typically, I think the statistic relates to women.
I don't think it should be as normalized as the point where like you're like I'm proud I had an abortion because like
it's not like it's proud. It's more like I'm proud I had the choice to do what was right for me.
Okay,
is what it comes down to. Is I'm proud I had the ability to do something that was right for me. That was gonna be and also be right for the potential of this child. A lot of these people are saying stuff like this child would have not grown up in a good situation because I wasn't in a good situation, or like I wouldn't have been able to provide the kind of life that.
Yeah, but it sucks because you're only like the only rebuttal people have is like, well, then you shouldn't have sex. Should have thought of that way.
And that's like another tweet that I saw that I retweeted today was all like, okay, but like, so sex education is discouraged in like most of these states that are like trying to pass these laws. So like, these teens don't know a thing. Most, I'm going to just generalize, teens don't know a thing. And like, they're teaching them abstinence. That doesn't mean kids aren't not going to have sex. Like what? And like, so then they have no protection. They have no idea. They don't know. It's incredibly hard for women to get birth control and can be incredibly expensive, especially with like anything with trying to repeal different parts of Obamacare. And then so it's like they do that. So like steps like to make it, and then they're gonna get rid of abortions in a lot of places, or they're trying to, okay, and like make it a felon. And then it's like another thing is like felons can't vote. So it's like all like so it's like if you follow the journey, like a single woman could follow that one journey, and then she can't even like do anything about it to like try to prevent that for other people.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely an avoidable felony though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
yeah.
You don't like you'd be almost crazy to try to get a felony that way.
I mean, not if like they're outlawing it and like you can't like, and that's like something that they're taking away from you to be able to do for your own body, for your own health.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Yikes.
So that's our deep dive for this week. Sorry if that got a little heavy for some people. I should have done a bit of a trigger warning. But
no. I think more than that, I think it's nice to hear it, because I don't really subscribe like to that type of news. Like, it's not like I don't care or anything. It's like you asked me my opinion on it. It's like people should be able to do whatever the hell they want to do with their own body. That's just like, and that's it. But you
passively have been observing this because a lot of people in your life have been posting.
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of like a lot of women just getting like really upset about it, and rightfully so. Like, it's just it's something that someone was trying to tell me like what I couldn't do. Like, I can't imagine, like, saying the only way I can like relate is like being like a man that knows I don't want to have this kid, and the woman has to go and have the abortion, which is like the worst part of it. Like,
yeah.
So it's like for it to be a decision that mostly men are coming up with, and I'd be very surprised if a woman is like, I mean, it would have to be like an older woman, like that just like is like not gonna have sex anymore, like, or something like that, because you'd have to be a psycho to tell somebody what to do with their body, like, know. So I think it's definitely important to talk about here. We usually don't talk about serious topics like that, but we're real people and living in a real world. That doesn't seem real.
Amen. Amen. Well said.
Well, let's segue into some lighter news. Bachelorette. It's back.
It's back.
And this will be the last, hopefully, Bachelorette season without Psy.
I know, especially with the amount of Georgia and Florida boys that are on this
Right.
season. Like some of them, one of them, Mateo, who's the one who's like donated enough sperm that have like made 114 kids or something crazy. He
was proud of that.
yeah, he went.
How do you feel about that?
I'm like, I mean, I knew, so he went to Georgia Tech here in Atlanta, and he's maybe like around my age. And my coworker, Alex, went to Tech and says that he knew like of him when he was there because like their timelines crossed.
Okay.
And he was in a different frat, and I guess it was kind of like a thing in that frat that a lot of these guys would like go and donate sperm to make money, which then I'm guessing if it was a thing in the frat, they're using that money to like buy booze and like throw parties.
For sure.
So like,
So how is this on the show? I must have missed that part.
it wasn't on the show. I don't think they said it on the show. It's in his bio.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's in his bio, like on ABC. It's in his bio.
I'm just like wondering the type of stuff that these guys have to say to get on this show. Because like I don't know what the heck. I could only be me, but there's no way I would ever say something like that.
Some of these guys, like one of them was saying, one of his things on his bio was like, "I love sparklers." Jonathan, I think that's like he loves sparklers.
Man, all right, I'm
But,
definitely
like,
in on this show.
so
the only thing that I would be against me, I feel like, is literally my age. Because like
there's some older guys. There's like some 30s. There's
yeah,
some 30s.
I'm 31.
Yeah, but like when there's
And that's
been
like borderline,
there
like,
was like
you know.
32s and whatever. I think on Rachel's season because she was like 28, 29.
I think I'll get on it, but like I have to go now. Like it's now or never.
No, never. Expiration date, pal.
Yeah, that's now I know how the women feel.
Yikes.
But so what else we have coming out of it?
So okay.
Okay, one thing I did want to say is I feel like the guys are better looking than I thought.
Okay.
Right?
Kind of, yeah.
They kind of got a little like I felt a little
I thought-
self-conscious. Like
I was like, okay, they carry like this carries across better on screen than some of their like bio pictures than I had
sure.
looked up like, you know, portrayed of them. I was like, oh, okay, like that Luke guy is actually cute. The one pilot, Peter, super cute, but he looks kind of like Colton a little bit, which I was like,
yeah, I noticed. He looks like he gets kind of far.
yeah, he does look like he gets far. And pilots, my friend Christine Jackson, she always like is replying to her stuff. She said, you know, pilots are the new pageant girls because like there's two pilots. Like,
That was
and they
sad.
were like weird, and they were like weirdly competitive about them both being like
Well,
pilots.
I feel like they like want like the guy wanted to be. What was the
pilot.
difference between their being pilots? One was like a commercial, and one was like
I don't know.
one was like a private flyer. Or
I
something
think
like that.
well the one like was I think for sure commercial because he was like wearing his like actual uniform.
But I feel like the other one wanted to wear his flight uniform,
so-
and they must have convinced him not to, or something.
yeah, so I think they might both be commercial.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter anyways
Whatever.
because the one guy went home, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Chasen I think was the one that went home.
the guy that I liked was actually let me think. Because I'm really bad with the
You're
names.
bad with the names, but
Yeah.
like if you remember anything.
Well, I like the guy with the guitar. That was a
Okay.
really smart song to write, the
Oh,
Roll
was
Tide
it?
song.
Which one is it? Jed?
I think it's like
from Nashville.
Judd or something
Jed.
like that. Is it
Yeah,
Jed?
Jed.
But yeah, so I mean, he was like played the guitar and sang and shit. I was like, yo, that guy's got a good voice and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
he does. You know, and like some
I feel like
people,
he's
I'm
gonna be a dark horse.
That might bite him in the butt though, because then I can see people being like, "Oh, you're from Nashville. You're a songwriter. You're just trying to get out there."
Right.
Like, ooh. But who knows? But I
guess it's a bad week to be repping Alabama, huh? Now that you think about it. After that, yikes moment.
Yikes.
And I'm gonna be going to Alabama this weekend.
Yeah. Whoa.
Wow, weird.
Weird. Anyways, but I was upset because there was a wannabe grocery store Joe. They had tried to like
The box guy.
Yeah, Joe the Box King. They did the same like shenanigans with like, look at my big Chicago Italian family. Ah, we got the meatballs. I'm a Box King. Look at my boxes. Like, I sound like him, don't
Yeah,
I?
you do.
It's like I just like slide right back into it.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I probably like I should ask my aunt.
I don't
honestly.
know. I didn't like
I
him.
should ask my aunt and be like, do you know Box King Joe? Like, do the ladies in the neighborhood know Box King Joe? Like, fucking hell. He's nowhere near as cute as Grocery Store Joe.
Yeah.
So
And
like,
also, then Chris Harrison had to clean up all the popcorn.
that was hilarious. I love I need more sassy Chris
I know
Harrison
he's like
content.
asshole. Like he said
Yeah,
something like that.
so funny. I love it. I'm
He's
here.
like, does no
for
one else work here?
the one guy Luke who got the first impression rose, his whole claim to fame was that like, you know, He's a big CrossFitter. He's like, I'm attractive. I definitely like.
He got the rose, the rapper.
No. Well, he had the rapper. Cam had the rapper already.
Oh, okay.
Cam the rapper had the rose already.
Okay.
Luke got the first impression rose, and he was like CrossFitter he lives in Gainesville.
Dude, guy is bad.
He's from Bad Egg. He lives in Gainesville, Georgia. Like they showed him working out at his gym with like UGA stuff on it and whatever.
If you go back to the episode that we did it for After the Rose, you can tell
he's one of the guys. Yeah, he was
the one that like after he even lost that rose, he was like right when the credits started, he
was
already
like
went
on
up
her ass. Yeah.
So I feel like he's
trying so hard.
It's almost like he has a podcast called Future Bachelor. He's thought about this stuff. But like, no, but I swear, like he's trying, he's like really saying all the right things, and it's not coming off like to me genuine.
Yeah, and homie says that he found God
and
in
his
the
outfit
shower.
Sucked. Like I thought his tie
knot was bad.
tacky.
His tie knot was bad. His tie knot was too big, and it just pulled. It was just. But
another thing is that she was saying she was like freezing, and he wouldn't give her a coat.
Okay, yes. So
what the hell is wrong with him?
One of our people who watches my Tipsy Talks, she replied saying that and being like, and my thing is like, so I always make fun of like bachelor blankets. Like there's always a blanket nearby. Like they're always putting a blanket on a girl in the Bachelor or Bachelorette. And I was like, where was the fucking blankets? And also he like, yeah. So he just used it as like a time to cup a feel. He's like, oh, are you cold? And like hugged her and shit. Like give her your jacket.
Dude, that was all I was screaming in my head. It's like she's like said she was cold twice. It's like, dude, take off your fucking.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how he got the rose. I don't even know.
Don't be just trying to cop I know, and like all the previews show him like being like the fight starter. I mean, he's probably roids. He was like a CrossFitter. Like, come on, he was probably a little.
Yeah, no, I know.
And for someone who says that he found God in the shower, I'm like, God spoke to me when I was in the shower one day. I'm like, did he?
That's
was that
holy
like?
water.
Are you sure it was God? Oh, that was good.
Was it?
But yeah,
I'll give it a little. One of these.
So she sent home Scott.
Okay.
Because Demi and Katie were sitting in like a little surveillance van.
Yep.
Watching the thing, being like her wing women sort of on the ground, and. Demi,
this is what I wanted to ask you about. All right, so they caught the guy that like has a girlfriend at home and all.
Send him home.
Yeah, but he said something interesting. He was like,
"Ooh, bring it up."
I mean, he's like,
"Say it."
You were just dating Colton, weren't you?
Isn't it like the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's not exactly the same thing, but it's like you were dating someone. Like I don't know what you were doing right before the show started.
But
like,
she was. I mean, like we don't know what she was doing right before, but like she hadn't been dating. Like by the time they got to filming that episode, she had been probably at least like 5 months removed from even like seeing Colton. Besides on like, yeah, honestly, because
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess, but
I could see his point, but like, homie,
but yeah, he had to go.
Homie had to go. He fucking was dating a girl like up until like he's still dating that girl. Like,
right.
He was still dating her.
See, at least with me, like it kind of scared me. I was like, what if they like pulled me? They're like, you have a podcast called Future Bachelor. Like, what if they do that? And I'm like, yo, I mean, yeah. I mean, I was like, I feel like I felt for him a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing, but like that's what I was like. I was like, oh shit. Like, what do you say? Like, I have to be prepared for this stuff. So, like, honestly though, like I feel like I would just be like, I was a fan of the show, but like I'm here for love. Like obviously I don't have any girlfriends or anything like that, and it's not because like whatever. It's just like I don't know. This is my life. It's I can't help that having a podcast about it brought me to this show to find you. Like good, right?
We'll see how it works.
I'm like, I love testing out things like
strategy cut, and we'll see how it works.
Until they go back to this episode and see that exact lie. Like, let me write that down. No, but
you're like, hopefully, you gotta make sure. Like, I gotta be real with you. You gotta make sure we're on good terms before you get out, because like, I could easily, if like some producer comes knocking on my door, being like, hey, so, and like we had some weird falling out or something. I'm like, money sounds nice.
No, I mean,
I would never. I
know, but think about it though. Like it's even with all this stuff. Like I'm a very genuine person.
Of
like
course.
I'm not going on there for anything. Like
you're genuine and extra in all your ways.
I'm going to. I mean, obviously, yeah. It is like we do this podcast and stuff, but I would genuinely go on the show trying to,
I mean, yeah, you're not dating anybody right now.
Right. I mean, I don't know.
We've kept track of your
Yeah, I mean, there's 60 episodes here of me like trying. You know what I'm saying? This essentially is my Bachelor, and just not as many contestants as the Bachelor, but actually no contestants. But like that's besides the point. Back to the show. What else happened? So yeah, I think he's going to like the guy that got the first impression rose. I think he's is an asshole.
Crash and burn.
It looks like the guy that got the first rose is going to be the rapper guy is going to be an asshole.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be an asshole. Looks like they're gonna be some of the villains ish.
Yeah.
I don't know, which is like usually so weird because usually for Bachelorette seasons, that first impression rose like usually is the long run. Like JoJo gave her first impression rose to Jordan, Rachel gave her first impression rose to Brian. I mean, Caitlyn isn't with him anymore, but they were together. Yeah. Caitlyn gave her first impression rose to Sean. Like.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Andy,
but I already like this season.
I'm first. They're already going hard up the gate with the overly sequined dresses. Like I just need them to tone it back.
What didn't you like about the show?
About the show, I mean,
or what is?
I think I kind
from
of
a feminist point of view.
Well, I just kind of don't. I don't know how I feel. Like, so I guess sort of the feminist thing is like they keep painting Hannah as like she keeps like doing this self-deprecating thing, like where she's out like. I mean, like, all these people being nervous, like, and they shouldn't be nervous. It's just me. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm like, no, girl. Like, fucking own it. Just, like, own it. Like, people are excited to meet you. They think you're awesome. They think you're, like, I know they're trying to play it off as, like, she's so quirky and real. But, like, I think it's almost more of an act. Like I'm worried because of like how they even did the whole like
she thinks she's hot shit.
Beginning of the opening thing where like they had her doing like all the stupid like B-roll that they do with the Bachelorette where they're like going through the field and like she was like doing like little like oh, what am I doing? But I'm like you are a pageant queen. You know how to perform.
And I bet you they had B-roll of all the bachelors and bachelorettes doing the same thing.
And and they've all done it. And like she also modeled. Like don't act like you don't know how to be in front of a camera doing like my thing is like I feel like they're playing that up a little bit too much, being like she's so quirky and silly and real. Like she's not,
You're a pageant queen. Like that's like you're poised. You're
like
you're
you know how to
dedicated.
You know how to. My thing is like you know how to turn it on.
Right.
So like the whole idea where like they're acting like she doesn't know how to turn it on is a little iffy to me.
And I bet you that's probably like her angle also as a pageant queen. Like everyone kind of has their own like
that's like
personality,
like she's
right?
like I'm just a, like Southern Miss Alabama, and I'm just a normal like I grew up in Tuscaloosa, Roll Tide, like I'm just a normal regular like they did the whole like going and talking to like the local little mom and pop hardware store guys, being like, aren't you proud of her? And they're like, yeah, we're so proud. And she's like, really? Oh, me? And I'm kind of like, okay. I just hope they don't, play up that as much as the whole virgin bullshit, like, which I could see them easily doing. But, I'm interested to see, like, I did like how she called out Scott right away. Like, she's like, I ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
But, and
she was like, over here, come on.
She's like, come on. Like, I feel like she's going to have a good couple of moments. Like, there's been the previous where she's like, none of you guys even know anything about me because we only talk about stupid shit. Yeah. When you're like, like, you guys need to figure this out or I'm done. Like, it's one of the main lines from the preview that they've shown multiple times over and over. So I'm, like, interested to see, her realness and whatever. And one of the things from the preview that I was not a fan of was sort of, I don't know who she was talking to or who the situation was with, but what was like sort of happening is that they were sort of slut shaming her in the sense where like, she was like said, well, I have had sex and like, I was raised to believe that like sex is between like a married husband and wife, and she's all like, but no one knows anything. Like,
that could
whatever.
just be like
so
a heated conversation.
I'm interested to see like how either this man, like because of like how they edited in this preview made it seem like a guy was telling her that she was lesser because of that, like that she wasn't a true Christian or something. Yeah. And so like I'm interested to see how that gets played.
Prediction. She probably makes out with one or too many guys, and one of the guys catches feelings and says something to another guy, and then they go and snitch on him, and then she's all like, hey, I'm the Bachelorette. I can make out with all 30 of you.
Well, yeah, fuck. That's what I was about to say. I'm like, if I were the Bachelorette,
yeah,
I'd be living the dream. I'd make out with everybody. I'd make out with everybody.
This is what I was thinking about. Like, if I went on The Bachelorette, do you think I should try to go for that kiss on the first night?
No, that's tacky.
Right?
That's tacky.
But I mean,
like if I would let
but people do.
The first night I would let, like, some of them ask, which I think is cute.
I always ask.
I mean, okay, jeez.
No, I'm just saying though,
But,
like that was how I would do it.
Like, you would have to, like, I feel like it's not genuine if you're just like going in being like, I'm going for the kiss. Like I would, like, you would have
if you felt it.
You
But the
had-
thing
if
is
you-
though, like I said, I think we need to go on like. You need to meet me like 4 times before you're like, okay, yeah, I want to kiss him.
Well, my thing is like, so then yeah, and then you probably would.
I don't know. She was kissing a lot of people. Like she kissed like.
Shouldn't make out with a couple people.
Yeah. So I mean, I
But
don't know.
like whatever.
I feel like
Sometimes you like. I mean,
you just have to go for it. And like, what if like.
I mean, the guy I'm dating right now, I had instant chemistry with him. So like.
Exactly. Like I don't know, but I'm not like even like the kiss. I don't know.
Then yeah, you probably. I think it'd be not genuine to you for you to like just be like, bam, unless like you were really feeling it, because that's like kind of like not your vibe. I feel like.
Oh man, I don't know. There's
I
so
don't
many
know.
questions.
We've got so much to think about.
I know.
Me as you're like, I'm like your campaign manager.
I know. I was actually thinking about this. Like, I'm like, yo, like if I was like chosen to go on a show, like I feel like I would have to like, I want to set up like focus groups with girls and then like rent a limo and like get out and try like meeting
my
a girl I've
God.
never met before in my life and try spinning a game like just coming out of the limo, like 5 girls in a row.
Wow, this is gonna be a lot of orchestrating that me as your campaign manager is gonna have.
I'm just saying though, like, cause like it looked like the guys were nervous, like
Well,
you know.
you're gonna hop out of the limo and be like, "Welcome to Food
Yeah,
Truck."
exactly. Like rehearsed. Welcome. Hey, what's up? I'm Cy, and I'm really excited to be here today. I hope you have some good food in there.
This is Limo Truck Tires.
Limo Truck Diaries. Why would it just be Food Limo Diaries?
Yes.
Anyways, I think it's gonna be a good season. And do you have any more takeaways or
No,
anything?
I'm just watch Tipsy Talks every Monday, and then I save them the highlights for like a week and a half. So
Are we
you can
gonna?
catch
We
up.
gotta try to watch the show or something together next week.
Yeah, I think we might be going to if you want to go to Roswell. I'm probably gonna go to Roswell.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into our slapper of the week.
Yeah, we predicted it last week.
We predicted it last week, and it happened. Ed Sheeran released this song. I just realized it sounded like Egyptian Hold Ya.
Which, like, I thought it sounded familiar, and it makes sense that it's that because
does sound
I
like it,
danced to that song.
Yeah,
So, like, I was like, oh. I was like,
There was a remix with Nicki Minaj too, I
Yep.
think. So
That's probably, I think that's the one I did.
So when I heard this, I instantly thought that song, but it grew on me over the last week. I was like, I was a huge fan of like the last album. That Shape of You hit, like instantly I was like, what is this? Like
Shape of You, we all know. We
Yeah.
love Shape of You here at Future Bachelor.
Yeah, and I'm big Ed Sheeran fan, big Justin Bieber fan,
Big
and
Justin
all
Bieber
that. This is our slapper of the week. It's called I Don't Care, and it's Ed Sheeran featuring Justin Bieber. Let's just hop into
They're
it.
not even featured. They're just a collab.
Is it?
I like the way that it's written is just Ed Sheeran, Justin Bieber.
Interesting. Well, it looks like an Ed Sheeran release.
It's an Ed Sheeran release.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. I don't care. Whatever.
Slapper of the week.
This song slaps.
And I don't ever wear wondering if I can sneak up the back. Nobody's even looking me. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby.
See, I just don't think I like the ooh thing. First of all, like I think that's kind of what threw me off. But that was our slapper of the week. I don't care.
Yeah,
about
I
Ed
get
Sheeran.
what you mean. It's
I
a little.
I feel like it's like a throwaway thing that
it's a
they
little
like they
kitschy.
kept.
Yeah, it's a little meh.
I don't know. Like there's something because I remember like I was watching the making of Shape of You, and it's just a video you can watch on YouTube, but it's like kind of them talking about the creation of the song. And originally, before they had like a part they ended up using, they were just had like some melody in there that was like this weird little thing that they ended up not going with. And I feel like that's like one of the things that they were just like, yeah, whatever, like it rocks, whatever, which is fine. But that's I think when I originally heard this song, that was the one thing.
Maybe
that I
this
didn't
was the thing that like made it. I mean, that's catchy. Everyone can sing along. Ooh 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 ooh. That's like. I mean, yeah.
I saw how do you say his name? Lauv. He did like a little cover on his Instagram, and it was really good. Like it almost sounds like it should be his song. He released a song called like Drugs and the Internet, which is really good too.
Good song. I do like that song.
Yeah, and then I also thought about it. I'm like really into song mode right now, where I'm making my own songs and stuff.
Yeah,
so
so
I'm wanting now. I do all these things and create them, and I want to promote them now. Like I like the podcast. Like at first I was like a little nervous about promoting it. Now I'm like full on just promoting it.
And now we have stickers everywhere.
So with my music, I think every time I write a song, necessarily it won't be like, we don't always have to make it the slapper of the week. I might, maybe, but I think I'm just gonna put my songs at the end of like the recent podcast that it's with. So if you guys haven't heard my song yet, it's called Mama, You Deserve a Song. I'm gonna put it at the end of this podcast. It'll just be like right at the end. So that'd be like a nice little treat if you want to hear it. If not, just end the show. But it'll be at the end. So that was our slapper of the week. Do you have any shout outs?
Yeah, so it was my girls, Michaela and Kendall. Both of them had their birthdays this week. So happy birthday
Happy birthday, guys.
And then I wanted to shout out my friend Sarah Like. She's at Sarah Styles blog on Instagram, and she does like really cute lifestyle blog and fashion blogging kind of stuff. And we went to school together, and we talk all the time like on the internet. But like she posted something like really that resonated with me the other day, just about like, self-care, self-love, slowing down and giving yourself grace. And I just thought, she's a really cool person, and I wanted to, thank her publicly for that.
Thank you. All right. Well, my shout outs are really easy. These girls are pretty incredible sisters.
They're fun.
Yeah. Well, Ebony was our bartender.
She was my bartender at Atkins too when she recognized.
It was
her.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was her, which I didn't like. I had never actually met her before. I just knew of her from y'all.
Yeah.
So I was like, who is this?
Yeah, no. Well, it's Ebony and Jordan D'Oliva, and they are the craziest like pair of sisters, like, and most beautiful pair of sisters. And they're like best friends, and they're just always really fun. Me and Ebony go way back to like when I first moved here and stuff. But I just recently started hanging out with Jordan too, her sister, and she was out with us at MJQ and stuff.
So fun.
She was really fun. So I wanted to shout them both out because I really appreciate it, and they always know how to get me lit when they're behind the bar. So shout out to the sisters, the Leva sisters, and they have a lot more sisters too. So shout out to their whole family. But so that was my shout outs. This weekend, do you have any plans, fun plans? Every time I ask you, I feel like you're like, I don't know. It's
gonna be pool weather, so I'm gonna be parked at the pool to try to get some tan on.
Nice. I will be heading to Alabama the day this podcast releases, and going to Hangout Fest out there, and it's a festival.
Who's headlining?
I actually don't know, because I was just asked to go to it like last minute. They were like, someone was like, yo, I got like tickets, so I'm going with PG, and we got like a condo out there and stuff. So I'm really excited about it. I've never been to Alabama, so hopefully it's Travis Scott, Khalid, the Lumineers, Cardi B is gonna be out there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Vampire Weekend, the 1975, Judah and the Lion. That's sick. Jimmy Eat World, Walk the Moon.
All right, we get it.
Okay, it's gonna be fun. So yeah, that's where I'll be, and I probably have some stories to come back to when I see you at Bachelor. So
can't wait.
Yeah, man. So this has been episode 60 of Future Bachelor. I hope you guys locked in. Make sure you're telling a friend.
Locked in.
Yeah. Make sure you tell a friend about us. Make sure you keep listening. Let us know you're listening. We want to shout you out. Yeah, we just have mad love for you guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. This has been Future Bachelor. My name is Sai.
I'm Veronica.
And make sure to listen to that song after the show. Deuces!
Bye!
Future Bachelor Podcast.
Mama, you deserve a song about you that you wanna play over and over again. Mama, you deserve a song about you that you wanna show to all of your friends and their friends. Mama, I love everything about you, and I know I wouldn't be here without you. So I wrote this song about you because I think you deserve one. You deserve one. Mama, 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 you deserve a song about you. Mama, you deserve one. You deserve one. Mama, 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 you deserve a song about you. Mama, you deserve one. You Even though I didn't always make the team, that didn't stop you from teaching me to always chase my dreams. Yeah, I miss you so much when I'm far from home, and you always make me feel like a star at home. Mother, hey, you never looked the other way, so I wrote you a song for this Mother's Day. So before the song is done, I wanna say I love you so much each and every day. Hey.
Mama, you deserve a song about you that you wanna play over and over again. Mama, you deserve a song about you that you wanna show to all of your friends and their friends. Mama, I love everything about you, and I know I wouldn't be here without you. So I wrote this song about you because I think you deserve one. You deserve one. Mama, 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 you deserve a song about you. Mama, you deserve one. You deserve one. Mama, 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 you deserve a song about you. Mama, you deserve one. You deserve one. Mama, you deserve a song about you that you wanna play over and over again. Mama, you deserve a song about you that you wanna show to all of your friends and their friends. Mama, I love everything about you, and I know I wouldn't be here without you. So I wrote this song about you because I think you deserve one. You deserve one. Mama, 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 you deserve a song about you. Mama, you deserve one. You deserve one. Mama, 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 you deserve a song about you. Mama, you deserve one. You deserve one.